Hello lovies! Welcome to another Sims 4 building time-lapse. Today I'm going to be building a little red, white, and blue seaside cottage in the world of Sulani. When I put out a poll on Instagram asking you guys what I should build in Sulani, so many of you guys said you wanted me to build a seaside cottage. And since it's Memorial Day here in the United States, I thought it would be fun to make this little cottage red, white, and blue themed. Memorial Day in the United States is a holiday that kind of marks the beginning of the summer. A lot of people go on vacation or go to their beach houses or lake cottages. So many people are out boating and fishing and swimming and just having a beer or roasting some marshmallows next to a bonfire. It is definitely a holiday that brings family and friends together. For the aesthetic of this build, I took inspiration again from Myrtle Beach. I promise this is not the only beach I've ever been to, but there are a lot of cottages like this in Myrtle Beach that are all decked out in red, white, and blue. So I thought it would be a perfect place to take inspiration from for this build. When I would vacation with my family in Myrtle Beach, we would stay in a little apartment-style rental with a full kitchen, a couple bedrooms, and obviously a couple of pull-out beds. So I kind of wanted to bring that type of feel to this build as well. And unfortunately, the only way to really do that was with Murphy beds. So, in addition to the double bed in the main upstairs bedroom, I added 2 Murphy beds, so this build can actually sleep up to 6 Sims, which makes it great for a rental property if you're looking for a little vacation home for your Sims. Or maybe if this is a home for an elderly couple, then their kids and grandkids will have a place to sleep when they come to visit. Either way, I wanted this cottage to be a comfy place for family to gather and create memories. Even though I absolutely love how this build turned out, it definitely tested me when it came to the layout. After a lot of trial and error with getting the shell of the build to where I wanted it, I ended up putting this build at a diagonal on the lot, which brought on a whole bunch of challenges that I did not expect. Pretty much all of my frustrations with this build involved the stairs. For some reason, I never realized that you can't put stairs at a diagonal in this game. And since the whole build was at a diagonal, it made placing this staircase very, very difficult. At first, I wanted the porch steps to go across the entire front of the cottage, but after realizing I couldn't do that, I ended up just cutting off the corners of the porch and adding the stairs that way. This was mildly annoying, but not the end of the world, and I think it ended up looking really nice. But when it came to the placement of the interior staircase, oh boy, was that a challenge. There was really only one area that I could place the interior staircase in, which was that front corner of the cottage. But when I placed it there, no matter which way I oriented it, it just didn't really allow for a good use of the remaining space around it. So eventually I just extended the front of the build to make the space on the second floor a bit more usable. To fill in some of the odd space around the staircase, I ended up adding a little laundry and utility room off of the kitchen. I added a lot of clutter items to this little tiny room to give it a little bit of character, and I think that room actually ended up turning out really, really cool. I also added a second bathroom on the top floor so that your Sims do not have to go all the way down the staircase and across the cottage to get to the bathroom if they need to go potty in the middle of the night. Even though these rooms were a bit of an odd shape, I'm happy that I was able to make good use of that space. I think that the most frustrating part of having the stairs like that was that I had to change the kitchen a bit from what I had originally planned in order to accommodate the staircase placement and the laundry room. I had originally wanted a wall going across the kitchen area with a larger dining table facing the windows and the counters against the wall. But even though I had to change the layout a bit, I'm really pleased with what I came up with and how the kitchen for this build ended up looking. I think it looks really nice and open and really inviting, and definitely serves as a place for family to gather. For the rest of the interior, I really enjoyed keeping with the red, white, and blue theme. I tried my best to make things match and look very intentional rather than just throwing everything that was red, white, and blue into this build. I still wanted to make the interior look very light and beachy while still keeping with the red, white, and blue theme. I kept most of the first floor white and blue, while the second floor was mostly white and red. I think that the red is a very bold color, so I didn't want to overpower the light and breezy look that I was going for by adding a lot of red to the interior. But I did think that the upstairs bedroom and the bathroom were cozy enough where the red would not be too overpowering. And then I also tied both floors together with the white so that the whole interior still felt very cohesive. Overall, I really love how the interior of this build turned out, despite the challenges with the stairs. I think that the staircase really challenged me to utilize as much of the space as possible. And it got me thinking, maybe I should do a shell challenge with a diagonal house in the future. What do you guys think? Would you want me to do a diagonal shell challenge? Let me know in the comments below. For the landscaping on this build, I kept it pretty minimal, just adding that debug beach grass all around the porch and adding a few red, white, and blue bushes and trees around as well. I definitely wanted there to still be plenty of space on the beach for my Sims to play in the sand and soak up some sun. As always, this build will be available in the gallery for you guys to download and use in your own gameplay. I will leave my origin ID and my social media information in the description below so that you can stay updated on upcoming build videos, access additional content, and just stay connected with me. Well, I think that is about it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this time lapse, and until next time, dag dag!